Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day today. As you can tell from the title of this video, we are gonna be comparing the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills to the W7 Delicious palette. If you are having a bit of a deja vu moment, that's because I have uploaded this video on my channel before. I wasn't happy with the quality of that, so I decided to refilm it and re-upload it with my beautiful new backdrop. So the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette retails for £43 or $43 in the USA. I don't really know why is it so much cheaper in the USA. I actually did pick up mine in the USA, so I actually paid about £34 for it. It's a quite pricey eyeshadow palette, but it is one of the most hyped, called favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is literally everyone's favorite. I've never heard anyone saying anything bad about this palette. And for a long time I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick it up, but since I did, I never looked back. It's my most favorite thing ever. And I do have this W7 Delicious palette for you, which has exactly the same layout as the Modern Renaissance palette, and this retails for £5. In the UK it's available online and in B&M and in Claire's, quite a few places actually. And this is not the only Anastasia Beverly Hills palette they duped. They also duped the Subculture palette and the Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna have videos up for all three of them. I created this eye makeup look today using the two eyeshadow palettes. Obviously the Anastasia is on this side as always, and the Delicious palette is on this side. I feel like in person they appear more similar than on the camera. The biggest difference is obviously the dark shade. Unfortunately, as always, the dark shades don't really seem to be as dark as we would want them to once you apply them on the eyes, but I would think if you're interested, it's definitely worth checking out. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into creating an eye look. So as always, I'm gonna be using the more expensive palette on this side of the face and the cheaper one on this side of the face. So it's gonna be Modern Renaissance here today and Delicious here. I don't want to do anything too complicated today. We just want to test out really how they both perform. As always, I'm going to start with adding a bit of MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And I put this on both eyes, of course. First, I'm going to go into the shade Burnt Orange. And I'm going to add Burnt Orange all over the crease. Now I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the Delicious side. So we're gonna be taking this shade now. Next I'm gonna take a little bit of red ochre and I'm gonna start darkening up the outer V. So first I just place down the color like that and I start blending it inwards. And before we go back to apply any more, I'm gonna do the same thing on the Delicious side as well. Unfortunately on this palette there are no names for the shades, so all I can do is just point them out for you. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to do the same thing here, just place down the red ochre shade. Okay, so this is where we start having problem with the pigmentation. Because this is not nearly as dark as the other one. I haven't even blended it out yet and it's already looking lighter. I'm trying to pat on the shade without blending, just to place it there. feel like I'm getting a lot of fallout with the Delicious palette though. I'm gonna go back with my crease brush and just try to blend this a little bit. And I'm gonna do the same on the Anastasia side as well, although there's not much blending needed there. I wanna go back with Cypress Umber just in the outer corner to really darken it up. And without adding any product on the brush, I'm just gonna try and blend this out again. And now obviously the same thing on the Delicious side, so we're taking this dark brown shade. Oh god. Okay, so this shade is definitely not as pigmented. And also look at the fallout on my face. I hardly even touched the brush to my lid and I got all of this fallout immediately. The other issue I have is that I can't build up the shade. I'm trying to add more of this dark shade, but instead of sticking on top of the eyeshadow, it just crumbles off. So I definitely don't think that these shades are buildable. I'm gonna go back with the original brush now, and I'm gonna take a little bit more of burnt orange, which was the first shade we used, and I'm just gonna basically add more of the orangey shade on the eyelid and also at the bottom lash line, just to bring everything together. And now taking some of the same shade from the Delicious palette. I'm just gonna take a little bit of tempera with my finger and kind of just add it here. I know it's not perfect. We're gonna come back in a second and blend it out. And of course I'm gonna take the same thing from the Delicious palette. Oh god. See, this is what I said about the shades not showing up. And now that the shade tempera is on, with the same blending brush I used on the crease without adding any product, I just start blending tempera and Cypress Umber into each other in the middle. And I take the other brush I used on the Delicious side, and again I think I need to add a little bit more color in here because all of the color is gone from blending. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit and add some more because I have to. Now in my inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade Vermeer. And obviously from the other palette, we're gonna use the same color. This one is definitely doesn't seem to be as shimmery as Vermeer. Vermeer is more of a metallic shade and this one is more of a frosty shade. But I think they're similar enough. Okay, so that is it as far as the eyeshadows go. I'm gonna now go off camera and finish my makeup and then I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the finished look. For those of you interested, I added some of this Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liner in the shade Cuff, which is a silver shade, as an eyeliner. And then I went in with my Benefit Badgal Bang Mascara. Under my eyes, I applied this Essence eyeliner pencil in the shade C'est La Vie. And on my lips, I have Lime Crime Velvetines in the shade Sasha. So my thoughts on these two palettes. I still think that the Modern Renaissance palette is worth the price. The pigmentation, the blendability, the quality of these eyeshadows is outstanding. I still think that this is the best job Anastasia has ever done on an eyeshadow palette. Obviously, looking at my two eyes now after applying mascara and eyeliner, the difference is definitely less visible, but it's still there. I can tell straight away, although in my mirror it is definitely less visible. I feel like the reflection from the light actually emphasizes the difference between the two eyeshadow palettes. I would still pay £43 for this one if you have that kind of money. If you don't, then regardless of the poor pigmentation and the fact that the shades are not really buildable, I still feel like it's possible to create the same eyeshadow look. However, the Modern Renaissance palette is definitely much more beginner friendly, much easier to work with, much less fallout. This eyeshadow palette has really bad fallout, and like I said, you can't build up the darker shades. This shade, the one that's duping burnt orange, was really nice. All the shimmery shades are really nice. The darker shades is where you're gonna have problems because, like I said, they're not building up, and if a dark shade doesn't build up, you're not gonna have any depths to the look you create. But other than that, it's £5, and at least in the UK it's widely available. I don't know about other countries, unfortunately. It's definitely available online for anyone and everyone. So yeah, I mean, it's really up to you. I still think that the Modern Renaissance is much better, but you know, if you just want to test out the colors to see how you like them, or you can absolutely not afford the £43, which I completely understand, then the W7 palette is a good option. I will have other options coming up though. I have a couple more Modern Renaissance dupes, so before you decide to purchase it, I would say wait a little bit and first let's see how the other ones will perform. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so you're not gonna miss out those uploads. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.